Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is so hot here. I am like dying. It's like, it was 90 degrees today, but we don't have AC. So our house feels like 100 degrees. I am like burning up, so hot. If you can tell, I'm a little dewy from sweat. Today I thought it would be fun to make a quick video just like saying the top comments that people say when they find out that we're having 3 babies in under 3 years, because we're gonna have 3, 2 and under, and so people's reactions to that are always a little funny. I just want to preface with none of these comments bother me. I don't get offended easily and I don't take offense to these comments. Sometimes I'll just laugh them off. Sometimes it might hurt my feelings a little bit, but I'm just making this video lightheartedly and for fun, and I just think it's funny. So probably the #1 top comment I get about having these 3 babies so close together, I bet everyone can guess it. It like makes me blush thinking about it, but people always say like, you know what causes that, don't you? And I just like have to pause. Like, how do you answer that? I'm like, yeah, we know. We know. Clearly, we know. Thank you. I don't know, like, people, you know what causes that, don't you? Or, you know how to prevent that, don't you? I know how to prevent it. Preventing it didn't work this time, and we're having our 3rd baby in under 30 years, and we're just rolling with it, and I wish you would too. Calm down. But I will say, like, I've been guilty of like saying these comments too. Like, my sister had 3 under 3, and when she told us about #3, I literally said to her, like, you know there's ways to prevent that. Now I'm like, I've had to eat my words with so many things, just like with having these babies so close together, because I never thought we would have babies this close together. The 2 under 2 was planned, the 3 under 3 not so much. But I just kind of laughed that one off. Someone had said to tell that cop to get off me. It's just like, when is it appropriate to talk about bedroom activities with someone? Apparently when they announce that they're pregnant. It all becomes appropriate. Another comment is another obvious one. Wow, you're busy. I am busy. I'm just gonna have like a sign-up sheet like ready to go, like an Excel spreadsheet where they can like sign up to like take one of my kids for a day or something. Yeah, I'm gonna be busy. Here's the sign-up sheet. Maybe you can take some off my plate for me since you got an opinion about it. Wow, you're really gonna have your hands full. But my heart is fuller. My heart is fuller. Okay. Okay, Susan. Just kidding. No Susan has ever said that to me. That's just a random name I chose. Please, if your name is Susan and you're watching this, I'm sorry, Susan. And it's funny because like people will see me out with the girls and my pregnant belly. You can't probably tell right now because I'm wearing black, but they tell me, oh my gosh, slow down. Like you got your hands full, blah, blah. They see Joshua. I mean, he doesn't have a bump to show, but he has the 2 girls, and what a good dad. What a good dad he is. Look at him with his girls. Would you just look at that? Would you just look at that? And I'm like, homie, what about me? I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm not jealous of the attention Joshua gets and the reactions I get. It's cool. It's cool. Let's see. The 3rd comment I get the most is wondering like how we do it, like how I stay home and we live off of Joshua's salary with now #3 on the way. And it's not, I mean, for us it's not difficult, but Joshua's a very good saver and he's very good with our money, and we just try to go without things that we don't need. And for me it's hard because I do like the girls to have things. I always want to buy things. I'm the spender between us, but I just constantly am praying that the Lord would help me not want for what we don't need. And I just find other ways of doing things. I don't get Starbucks. I make my coffee at home. I don't know. I feel like there's ways to do it. He works a lot of overtime. We would just make it work. Because putting them in daycare too would be astronomical. And so if I was to work, one of our salaries would be going all to daycare. It just makes the most sense for me to stay home. And people have asked like how much he makes and how we're able to do that, and that kind of makes me uncomfortable because honestly, Joshua's like 100% in charge of our finances. Like, I don't even know, if you asked me how much he makes in a year, I probably couldn't even answer you. The next comment I get a lot, this one is a hard one for me because sometimes people will ask if I feel like I'm robbing like my other kids of like attention or like being the baby. Here's my thing with that. Yes, I do feel guilty. I feel guilty a lot, actually, probably more than I should, that my kids don't get as much attention as they could if I wasn't pregnant or if I didn't have them as close together. But I do the best that I can. I give 100% of myself to parenting. I try to be the best parent that I can, and there's no sense in feeling guilty. And so I pray that I wouldn't feel guilty. I pray that I can be the best godly parent that I can and be an example to them. So I don't know, 3 kids is a lot of work. No matter their age gap, no matter what, 3 is a lot. It's a lot to manage. It's a lot of work, a lot of attention needs to be given to them. And I think no matter the age gap, whether it's 1 year or 6 years, you know, parenting is hard and kids are hard. It's worth it, but it's hard. And I think that as parents, we do have certain feelings of guilt when it comes to things. And for me, that is a sensitive spot. Because some days it's like, man, if I could just give Vera some more one-on-one attention, maybe her behavior would be better in this area or whatever. But here's the thing. Vera and Violet were both planned. When I got pregnant with Violet, I thought, how am I going to love another baby as much as I love Vera? How am I going to split my attention? How am I going to divide the love? Blah, 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 blah. And your love just grows. Like, that was a planned pregnancy with Violet, and I still felt all of those feelings. This was an unplanned pregnancy, and I have felt those feelings less, actually, this time. And so I think no matter the gap, whether it's 20 months or 12 months like this time, Vera and Violet are 20 months apart, you know, you deal with those feelings of like, oh, my babies are growing up, like they're not going to be the baby anymore, but they're always going to be your babies, so it's fine. You're always my babies. My babies. I think that was number 4. And then the 5th comment I get about having 3 babies in under 3 years is, are we going to have more? Surprisingly, people just expect me to just keep pushing these kids out. I'm just gonna do it forever, I guess. Just keep having babies. I mean, they're cute. Why not? We've always said that we want 3 or 4 kids, though. We were not anticipating our 3 kids being this close, and so I am still open to a 4th. Joshua's more like, ooh, I don't know, this might be enough. Mainly because kids are expensive and kids are exhausting. Parenting is so tiring. But I don't know. If we do decide to have a 4th, Lord willing, we get to decide. Hopefully, theoretically, the spacing will be a little more. So we wanted our 3rd to have a bigger gap than the girls. Clearly didn't work out that way, but that's okay. And so I think that if and when we have a 4th, this baby will probably be maybe like 2 when we start trying. We'll see. We shall see. Definitely not ready to do anything permanent to prevent having children. We could still change our minds, or we could still be unsure. I don't know. But those are the comments that I get the most about having 3 kids in under 3 years. Are you crazy? That's what people say. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. These kids have driven me a little crazy. But honestly, I am so excited to have these 3 under 3, and I can't wait for our baby boy to get here, but I don't want to rush him too much because he needs to cook still, and I have a lot of things to do to get ready for his arrival, but I am anxious at the same time. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.